Morning troops, HV Dave here. So this morning, on this beautiful sunny morning, I'm in Tilbury in Essex, where I will be taking my first walk of 2025 along England's coastal path, following the banks of the River Thames, look at some of the rich history along this part of the Thames Gateway. Behind me, you can see Tilbury Fort. The fort was established by King Henry VIII in around 1540, originally known as West Tilbury Blockhouse. It was part of a national programme of artillery fortifications to protect England's shores in a time of international tensions between France and Spain. The construction programme cost approximately £376,000, an estimated 80 billion in today's money. Much of this was funded from the dissolution of the monasteries a few years before. Improvements were made to the fort in 1588 with the threat of invasion from the Spanish Armada. England's land forces were commanded by Sir Robert Dudley, a favourite of Queen Elizabeth I, after they had formed a special relationship when imprisoned at the Tower of London together during the reign of Queen Mary. At a time of imminent invasion by the Armada, Dudley invited Queen Elizabeth to rally the forces at Tilbury. It is here, on the 9th of August 1588, on horseback, the Queen gave her famous speech in front of her troops.
I know that I have the body but of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king, and a king of England too. And think foul scorn that Parma or Spain or any prince of Europe should dare to invade the borders of my realm.
The fort was controlled by parliamentary forces during the English Civil War with Charles I, and was used to control the flow of traffic into London in search for spies. After the restoration of Charles II in the 1660s, the forts were reinforced. During the attack up the Thames by the Danish fleet in 1667, they were deterred from going any further for the fear of the fortifications at Tilbury and Gravesend. During the 18th century, the fort was one of the most powerful in Britain, with up to 161 guns at its disposal at the height of its military power. During the Jacobite Rising of 1745, it was used to house 268 Highlander prisoners of war, 45 of which died of typhus. At the outbreak of the First World War, the fort was used as a transit and supply depot, housing up to 300 soldiers and used for the storage of munitions. Early in World War II, the fort housed the anti-aircraft operations room, controlling the defence of the Thames and Medway. The fort was transferred out of military use post-war, and a restoration programme was started in the 1970s, opening to the public in 1982. This part of the Thames is known as Coalhouse Point and overlooks a prominent bend in the river. Along the shoreline here is an old Victorian landfill site known as Bottle Beach. It's said that erosion of the coast has uncovered much of the old Victorian glass and pottery, as well as the occasional human bone. I'm interested to take a look. Well, this is certainly an interesting part of the Thames shoreline. Though there is a fair bit of modern rubbish along this beach, there is a lot of bottles, pottery, tableware that does seem to have quite a bit of age to it. I have taken away a small bottle, as you can see there. It says on there, poisonous, not to be taken. Hasn't got a date on it, so I'm not exactly sure how old it is, but it certainly doesn't feel like a modern container for any poisons. So I should take that home, clean it up, see what I can do with it. So behind me now you can see Coalhouse Fort. The existing fort was built in the 1860s to protect the lower Thames from seaborne attack. However, it stands on the site of the previous East Tilbury Blockhouse, which was built as part of a programme of defences ordered by Henry VIII. Across the river here stands the remains of Shormead Fort.
I seem to have stumbled onto a hidden gem. According to the map, this is called Rainbow Beach. It is only a small area, but there are no beach arcades, no ice cream shops, just a small, unspoiled, sandy beach with beautiful views in a quiet and tranquil area. Perfect for a picnic in the summer. The oasis at the end of a long walk. Time to quench my thirst.